Greetings and welcome once again to my new calculus channel. My name is John Gabriel, and today I'm going to be talking about a prized German retard by the name of David Hilbert. Um, this this non-mathematical baboon came along roughly in the late part of the 19th century, and till the middle of the 20th century. This incorrigible fool was the one who introduced his 20 axioms or so. I don't remember the exact number, supposedly intending to rigorize Euclid's work. But this utter imbecile wouldn't be able to clean his anus properly, even if he was taught. So let's see, what does his first crap axiom say? It says that two distinct points determine a line, a unique line. Two distinct points determine a unique line. Let's break that down, okay? Just to see how the incompetence of the last 150 years have strayed from true mathematics, from valid mathematics. Okay. So he has no idea what point is. To him, it's just an element or a set. He has no idea what line is. And he's gone even beyond that. He says unique line. Okay? So this is the typical Marcus-Cliver-Dunning-Kruger syndrome. It's called the Cliverism. It's where mainstream universities, especially Ivy League math departments, produce morons like Marcus Cliver, Zelos Malin, Gilbert Strang, Terence Tao, all those other infinite morons. Okay, let's see why. So he's simply asserting what it needs to prove. Okay, it doesn't prove anything. Of course, he's not trying to prove anything, but between any 2 points, there are innumerably many paths. Okay, curved, zigzagged, spiral, whatever. To single out one particular line as the unique one, determined between those 2 points, you have already had to invoke the concept of straightness. You fucking morons! Or the shortest distance, or some measuring criterion. You can't just say it's that unique line. What unique line, you imbecile? But Hilbert smuggles that in without any justification. He just waves his hand, right? Hiding behind it the word determine. Okay. The crap axiom says two distinct points determine a unique line. So it's not a starting point at all, by the way. It's garbage. It is a conclusion dressed up as a premise. Okay? It presupposes the very thing it should be establishing. A genuine foundation would have to first establish what distinguishes a straight line from all other paths between 2 points. And that distinction is irreducibly geometric. Okay? It is about measurement and distance. You cannot get there by pure coincidence or pure incident relations alone, as this fucking imbecile tells you, which is precisely what he was trying to do. In that sense, his entire program of separating geometry from measurement, which it can't be separated. Do you know how many times the word measure appears in the elements, you incorrigible mainstream math moronic professors and teachers? Do you know how many times? More than 145 times, you Marcus Cliver syphilitic shit. Think about that. So this is what Hilbert was trying to do. He couldn't separate measurement from that first act. You can't separate it. It was a formalist. It was an authoritative decree by this idiot that you see in front of you, the one on the screen with a hat. Okay? In German, I would call him an Arsch. Actually, an Arsch is too good for him because he's more of a sphincter, but even a sphincter is too good for him. So, I mean, he's got all these points and lines as contentless primitives, governed only by relations that don't escape the problem. They just conceal the problem that these baboons and later on the 40 Bourbaki morons of France thought that they were able to reestablish the ancient Greek foundations. But I have succeeded, and I shall post a link to an article where I show you how you can understand the elements. None of them, nobody who came before me understood the elements. Nobody, not even a single Greek mathematics academic, not even one. They're all fucking morons. Sorry, fellow Greeks, you are morons. You are ilithii. Okay, that means idiots. So then his second axiom. His second axiom. There are at least 2 points on every line. A line does not consist of points. You've already dropped the ball when you think that a line consists of points, you stupid ass. Points are like road signs or flags on the side of a path. Get it, you Marcus Cliver turd? They're not on the line. They do not have dimension, size, and extent. That was not an accident. Euclid didn't make a mistake when he said that. And when all those morons wrote all those things in their publications, the research morons of mainstream math, that Euclid didn't produce a good definition, they were pulling dung out of their ass and eating it, and then giving it to you to eat too. Okay, so I'm not going to carry on much longer because my eyes are hurting me and I have severe eye issues and I have anger issues. I'm angry at the mainstream, extremely angry. You should be too. They are incorrigibly stupid, dishonest. They're protecting their investments. They're bullshit PhDs. None of them are mathematicians. No, Terence Dow, a mathematician, don't make me laugh. He's the biggest prize moron on the planet. And where do these YouTubers get away with saying his IQ is over 200? These little fucking morons who've got millions of views, and here I am telling you the truth, and you're calling me a crank? You fucking idiot. Is that how you reward somebody who educates you? Click like and subscribe now. And follow me on Academia.edu. And maybe if I get to 1 million subscribers, I'll reveal more information. But in all likelihood, at this rate, with all my physical issues, with my major depression, with my anger, you're going to see this from me. I'm John Gabriel, and this is a new calculus channel. Till next time, goodbye.